reason they're going overseas to get women is because we don't want them.
And I think Ray Charles here is just trying to say that she just can't see them, so she doesn't want them, and she doesn't want what she cannot see.
And they know if they go overseas, they're more likely to find a woman who will do whatever it takes to secure a better life for her family.
If she can only see this, then she would understand that the women over there can actually see the big picture, and that's the difference.
They're dusty anyway. Why matter?
We don't want them, and we appreciate you guys taking out the trash for us.
So it all makes sense. She has not been able to see, this happening, and she hasn't been able to take out her trash probably since, she had this issue. But what's going on here is it makes complete sense, because even down to her handlers dressing her every day, she can't see it. So it makes sense why she can't see why passport bros go overseas, to go see better women. Man, guys, I used to be a savage, bro, with them old videos, but man, that's hilarious. That Ray Charles bit is hilarious. But let's get to the next video.
So I want to talk about the passport bros.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I'm just a little confused. So in a world where we live in a hookup culture, where dates aren't really planned like that, you don't really get phone calls, there's a lot of texting, a lot of convenience, a lot of lazy dating. Now I'm supposed to believe there's like this movement of men who are specifically getting passports, taking time off work, taking time out of their leisure, and going to another country to maybe find a girlfriend or a wife.
Well, ma'am, believe it or not, it's happening. That was back in 2023 in the beginning of the year. Now we're in 2024 and it's full blown. So she's like, you're supposed to tell me that I'm supposed to believe that men are taking time out of their day, their leisure. Yes, men built the world you live in, so they had to take a lot of time to build it. All the comfortabilities that you have in your life, your cell phone that you're recording on and ranting on for free, your glasses, your house, your heating, your air conditioning. Men had to take time out of their day, out of their leisure to do these things. So what makes it any different for a man to take time, smarten up, think, and use his logic and reason, and pick women that he actually wants to go for? But this is an issue because nobody's picking these type of women. That's the thing. When your resources, time, energy, and validation are on the line, that's when these women come out the woodwork. The women that said that men ain't crap, that men ain't nothing, Pookie and Ray Ray, that talked all this garbage, they start coming out the woodwork, asking questions. Then they start getting into what I used to call panic mode. And it's still panic mode, even in 2024. But let's finish hearing what she got to say about the passport bros.
Because nothing's guaranteed. So now you're putting in all this effort to maybe find somebody that's most likely going to be with you just for your money and your resources, which from what I'm hearing, a lot of men don't like that.
They don't like that from Western women because Western women, last time men in the West checked, were strong and independent and didn't need no man. Exactly. And what did I just say in the last clip? Live right here on YouTube. That once the resources, the time, the effort, the energy, all that goes away. And she mentioned it. She's like, they're just going to use you for your money. And don't men not like that? No, they don't like giving their time, effort, resources, and all these things to women like you. That's the thing. Those women actually work for it. Those women are actually what men look for. They're more ideal. So that's what's happening. Dudes are taking their resources, and they're still doing it now in 2024, and they're taking them overseas. But I'm telling you, once that happens, then they start saying, well, I thought you didn't want to do that. I thought men didn't like that. They don't like it for you. That's the cold, hard truth. They don't want to give those resources to you. They don't want to give them to you. They want to give them to the women that you're talking down on, the women that you're talking crap about, the women that'll probably kick your butt like this in an actual street fight because they actually have some semblance of training.
A lot of men, black men in particular, date white women because
men don't have an issue, nor do they care about the color, race, or creed of a woman and can date down or outside of their race. Also, men don't want headaches, and if they can find a headache in a non-black woman or anybody else out of their race, more power to them. Men will choose peace over color, race, or creed. I'm telling you, every single time.
1, they're anti-black.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
They have internalized racism.
Women.
And 2, a lot of them feel like moving up in the world requires being with, dating, marrying a white woman because they are of a higher social class. Black people who are anti-black, mostly men, tend to have mixed children because they want to soften the features in themselves that they hate.
Stop it. Get some help.
Talk about softening features. This woman is a terrible example of what she is just describing and trying to hate on black men for going with supposed white women when the thing is men can take their pick. And she's up here talking about, oh, they want to soften the features, sort of like the features you have. Do you tell your mother or father who's probably a darker pigmentation, hey, were you trying to soften your features when you had me? Did you have internalized racism? Like, what the hell is this woman talking about? Absolutely ridiculous. Like, the stupidest things come out of these people's mouths. But let's keep going, man. What the heck? Man, that made absolutely no sense. And this is so simple.
Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.
The reason why those men actually got with those women is for one reason. They're women. They're feminine. They're submissive. They're demure. They stick by the man. They know what men want, the opposite of what women like you and other modern women struggle with understanding or even caring or knowing what men want. Because if you actually did understand, then you would know that you cannot compete with what those men are looking for. Femininity, not masculinity, like you are being disagreeable, you're being argumentative. You know what I'm saying? You're up here griping about men. Men don't want a headache from you. You know what I'm saying? And while you're sitting here like RoboCop, you know what I'm saying, laid out spazzing in the middle of the street, you should have been out there busting crime and on hot pursuit for a man to lock you down, but you may have hit the wall, you know, and judging by your hairline, it might be a wrap. You might as well join the force for another 25 years and, you know, might have to put the mask back on, the little sun visor, you know what I'm saying, like LeVar Burton on Star Trek. So Murphy, RoboCop, or whatever they call you, with this type of brainwashing attitude and temperance, men are just going to use you for
practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
All right, I need to straighten up, man. I got to stop laughing, bro. These videos, bro, that I did last year are freaking hilarious. Unfortunately, these got demonetized and got my channel dinged and demonetized. But, bro, I'm back. Dog, I could not let that go. Cooked, bro. Absolutely flamed, roasted. I used to, like, just pretty much have no remorse back then. I mean, I still kind of don't, but I got to kind of mild it down. But, yeah, she's probably still right to this day getting used for practice, getting passed around like a joint from some of the top guys or the guys that she goes for, most women go for, and she's getting nowhere. While those guys are probably, you know, under her nose, going overseas, in Colombia, in Venezuela, in Thailand, in China, all these places, Eastern Europe, just dealing with some baddies. And she, when he comes back to the state, these guys, when they come back to the state, she is just being used as the pincushion while they're out here until they go back out there. Because men, once we see femininity, once we see the difference, once we get off that plane and we realize we have rich ninja problems, oh, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. We're like, back home, sex only. But let's get to the next video.
I know that he was into me, but he didn't say anything. And I was like, hey, we're gonna kiss or not? We're gonna hang out? He was too slow. This year I met a German guy, and it was the same. I think in Brazil we are too fast.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you, bros. Those dudes, they probably weren't used to that. And they weren't probably used to a chick looking this attractive and being attached to them by the hip if they feel you and they want to rush and move things. It's going to be culture shock for a lot of dudes. It probably was culture shock for those guys. That's probably why they couldn't make the move. They're like, this deal just seems too good to be true. The deal is too sweet. So dudes is backing off. You get what I'm saying? Because they're so used to the conditioning of women here in the United States and in Western countries. So I get it, but it's not going to be culture shock for somebody like me if I'm to go out there. When I go overseas and the girl's feeling me, I'm feeling the girl or whatever, I'm clearly going to have my, you know, my ways of keeping myself safe, taking her back to my Airbnb and saying, hey, just to let you know, put signs up, say, hey, you're on camera. There's cameras in here once she walks in, you know what I'm saying? So don't try not to be funny. And you know what I'm saying? Because, you can't see the cameras, but they're in here, just to make her think, you know what I'm saying? Because my bullshit radar, it goes off. I can tell if a girl got her mask on. Sometimes I don't even got to wait months and months and months. My bullshit meter just goes off. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I could just tell off rip because I'm so used to dealing with certain types of women. So for a lot of guys going overseas is going to be culture shock. But for me, I'm used to dealing with foreign women or women that were born in other countries living here that I deal with that give me that type of treatment, that want to do things fast. Sort of like the chick that I was telling you, the Mexican girl that's only been living here 16 years. She's moved. She's from Mexico. She lived in Mexico most of her life. She still has those traits. You know what I'm saying? She's 25 years old. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Me being 38, it's like I'm used to it. So when I go overseas and I'm dealing with a chick like that, I know how to keep myself, I know how to take precaution. Let's just say that. But for a lot of guys, it's going to be culture shock. But yeah, man, that's the end of the video. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel, post notifications on. Let me know if you guys want me to react and to go back to some of these old videos before I delete them off of my page, because I tried to get remonetized last time twice. I was denied, so I had to change up my format. Sorry, I talk a lot. I know people hate it, but I'm just trying to, grind a lot of things home to guys, new guys that are here, maybe young guys that never heard this type of stuff before, never understood what's going on and don't understand what's going on in the video with these women, but breaking it down and trying to give them that perspective. See, I'm doing it again. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna see you guys all in the next video. Sub to the channel. I love you guys all. Get your passport and use it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.